Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 3, hanging out here at the lakeside, having us a good old time, and we're going to start off with 14,096 sneaky snacking, and that is going to be enough to push us into the next rank, which is grade 5, I believe. No, grade 4. Got a little ahead of myself. But we also did get very lucky, got extra tasty dinner last night, so, things are looking up. Just to continue, how good of a day yesterday was, but let's see if today can be the same. And if we can start off with a double skill trigger from Gardevoir, we sure can. Having a good time here at the lake, it's a good time for everybody. It's a little cold to be at the lake, but here we are. A skill trigger from Venusaur is kind of nice, does give us some pot filler for the rest of these meals that we're going to be making. Candy from Tyranitar, also very nice. No skill trigger from Dragonite, but that's okay. No skill trigger from Tyranitar either. Not as okay, but at least we got the double from Gardevoir, so that's good. And a skill trigger from our boy Vikavolt, giving us a little more strength. We are getting very close to a maxed out pot. Yeah, we might need to do something about that. Might need to do something. Let's make some breakfast. Maybe that will help. Dizzy Punch, Spicy Curry. Let's use some of this excess stuff that we don't need. Like the soybeans, the corn. We don't need those. We don't need 3 apples. We don't need 4 cocoa. I just want 100. Let's throw in some excess coffee. You know what? Let's do the rest coffee. We'll get plenty of coffee throughout the week, so no worries there. And hopefully we'll find out soon what the recipes are going to look like for the event, for the Halloween. I'm getting way ahead of myself. The Valentine's event. Hopefully we can figure out what the new recipes are going to consist of, what ingredients we need so that we can make them properly and get ready for that. That's what I want. I want to know exactly what I need so that I can prepare accordingly. But for right now, we're just making Dizzy Punch Spicy Curry, leveling that up a little bit, trying to get a little bit of strength to hopefully see a decent number of spawns every day. But we got 192 sleep points, and that's going to put us at a grand total of 2,663. And then for our daily lottery, we're going to grab Trip Biscuits. No, still just a third of them. We get one more biscuit tomorrow. We'll have Trip Biscuits, just, not the one we were looking for. That is what it is, though. At least it's biscuits. I like biscuits. All right, let's see. Nothing else to do. Oh yeah, that's right. We have new news to talk about later. All right, let's jump into this sleep report, get this done and out of the way, and then we can take a look at that new news and see what's up. Hopefully, some good stuff. Very surprised that we got new news so soon after the maintenance, but not gonna complain either. 7 hours 47 minutes of sleep. Looking like a decent amount of dozing there for how things have been going lately. There we go. Yep. Chance at Bulbasaur, that's good. Bulbasaur would be nice if we could get one. But let's see. How many spawns do we have? We got 6. So that's good. At least we got 6 spawns. Basically 20.2 million. 3 1-stars, 3 2-stars. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, Dratini, Sprigatito, Psyduck. None of them are a Bulbasaur. What is that? Why does that kind of look like the locks of a Hitmontop? It is Primeape. No Bulbasaur. 2 Psyduck, Sprigatito, Ekans, Dratini, and Primeape. Very, very weird group of spawns today. All right. And no one's hungry. Honestly, I think we just catch the Dratini. I still technically... Yeah, technically I need a AAA Dratini, I guess. Although, pseudos are strong enough that AAB or AAC is not terrible. It's actually pretty decent with how good the pseudos are. So, maybe. I don't know. That's all I'm going to catch, though. I'm just going to catch the Dratini and see what's up with it. Maybe it'll be something nice. Speaking of pseudos, who's going to be the next pseudo in the game? That's what I want to know. I was thinking about this yesterday, and then seeing the Dratini brought that back up. I'm wondering who the next pseudo is going to be. If it's going to be the Gen 3 pseudo, which is... Don't know. I want to say Aggron, but it's not. No, not Hydreigon. I don't remember who it is. I'm drawing a complete blank. It's definitely not. What was the other one? Oh, man. There's another dragon. Drudagon. It's not him either. I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws here, but whatever. 2,700 Dream Shards. Exactly. A lot better than the 800 we got yesterday. All right, Dratini, are you going to be good enough for us to keep or not? Level 14 and Impish. Ooh, okay. Impish is interesting. Probably not. Probably not. I think if anything, I would want double herb and oil. Or double herb corn. Well, that would be really good, but I'm pretty sure the Dragonite we have on our team now is double herb corn. So I think we need, or no, it's oil. It's double herb oil. We need double herb corn. Man, I cannot get my words together today. Anyway, let's check and see. Skill level up M to start off with. Skill trigger S, research XP bonus. These are all not good for what we'd want, except for ingredient finder M at level 75. That's not bad. Sleep XP bonus at 100. Not good. That'd be not bad at level 10. Since it's a pseudo, it would help us raise it over its entire lifespan. That would be cool, but also impish nature, pretty bad. Ingredient finding down, energy recovery up. Not great. Not great at all. So yeah, not a useful Dratini. Ooh, wow, 5 PR. Yeah. It's just getting worse. I mean, I'm honestly not surprised, given the sub skills here. I just didn't think it was going to be that low. I knew it was going to be bad. I wasn't expecting that bad, though. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. So, yeah. I guess we just move on. Before we do that, though, there is one thing I wanted to talk about. There was a big outcry for me to do a production comparison from yesterday's new Leek duck that we caught versus the old Leek duck that we caught. I did have that done. I do want to say they are pretty close. This one on the left is the new one we caught yesterday. The one on the right is the old one that we had before. You can see soybeans alone, they're pretty much even. Pretty much dead heat. On level 30 with soybeans and leeks, still pretty much dead heat. Pretty much a tie. You could basically say it's the same. That amount of a difference is going to be pretty negligible once you throw in RNG. So pretty much the same. Level 50. The new one pulls ahead a little bit by 1 per day on average. But at level 60, there is a little bit more of a difference. The new one does slightly outperform by 2 per day on average. However, the reason that I still think that the old one is better is simply for the fact that we can put a subseed on the old one, get rid of ingredient finder S and get ingredient finder M, and that puts us at 50 a day. So it's a big jump of an extra 6 per day from what it was with only ingredient finder S. And with how rare of a resource leeks are, we really need to maximize the amount that we can bring in. So at level 60, this old one does outperform the new one. Granted, just slightly, and we do have to use a subseed for that. This does make me want to lean about 60-40 towards the old one. I'm still not 100% convinced that the new one isn't the better choice. It could potentially be the better choice if we just wanted to not spend a subseed. But if we just want the highest amount of leeks possible, and I kind of feel like with a rare resource like leeks that does not have a AAA in the game yet, perhaps that's what we should be focusing on. That also said, at level 75, which I know we have a while till we get there, and we hopefully will have some form of ingredient finder that has all leeks by then. If we don't, we're in trouble. So this is highly speculative at level 75. It may not even matter. At 75 with that subseed, we do get very close to 60 per day, which will also have some more recipes in the game by then. Maybe we'll need more leeks than that per day. Maybe not. Again, 75 is highly speculative. This does not really have any bearing on the decision on whether we should invest in it. I just wanted to show you guys. The old one does still outperform with that one sub-skill seed investment. So that's why I'm kind of not sure exactly which one to go with. I typically have a hard time deciding which Pokemon I want to invest my subseeds in, because I really want to make sure that as rare or as limited of a resource as the subseeds are, I want to make sure that when I use it, it's as impactful as it can be. And in this instance, I think it does make a solid difference even at level 60. I mean, we go at level 60, we go from 44 to 50, gain an extra 6, which is a 15% increase in the amount of leeks that we bring in per day from one sub-skill seed. And I feel like that's kind of worth it. I've got 4 sub-seeds. I don't think this Quackleval is going to get to 60 anytime soon, and it really doesn't even need to. It really only needs to be level 25, which we're almost there. We got it to, or no, we did get it to 27, I think, or 26, somewhere around there. It is already level 25. We could do it now, and even at level 30, it doesn't make a huge difference, honestly. Level 30, bringing in 23.86 versus 20.84. It's not a huge difference. It's still 15%. Still a 15% increase in the amount of leeks that we're bringing in, but since we're talking about such a small number, that 15% is not that big of a number. It can wait, in a sense, is kind of what I'm saying. But that's where I'm at. Like I said, at this point, I'm leaning 60-40 towards the old duck. Plus, the old duck does have the added benefit that we have already invested in it a little bit. We put 271 candies. We have it as a Quaxwell already, whereas the new duck is just a Quaxley. We'd have to reinvest those candies to get it to the same level as the Quaxwell that we have. So that's also another reason I'm leaning towards old duck. So actually, I guess probably 65-35. I'm leaning towards the old duck. But that's kind of where my brain's at right now. That's what I'm thinking with these ducks. I'm not going to invest heavily into either of them until I need the leeks, until I am planning to use them. So we do have some time to figure it out. I'm still going to keep the new one because, like I said, it's a solid backup. Or I may decide, I may change, I may wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what? New duck sounding really good. So I don't know. I'm going to hold on to it, but just for everybody that was wondering, that's what they look like compared to each other. Granted, this one does have a sub-skill seed in it, but if we take that off, they're pretty much the same. I mean, it's not until like level 50 that they really show any kind of difference, and even then, it's still basically the same. So, you know, it is what it is. That's what they look like. That's the production comparison for those two ducks. This little dragon noodle, PR6. Pretty bad. So definitely going to go live with the professor. We're going to get some more candies out of that. And other than that, let's move on. Let's move on to hopefully some very exciting newness. Also, very exciting level up. Grade 5. I just was a bit early in my prediction of getting to grade 5, but here we are. Very nice. Can we get... Ooh, coffee beans. I like coffee beans. All right. Let's jump in. Let's check this new news. I'm very curious what it is. Ooh, it's the bundles. I forgot about bundles, to be completely honest with you. I was so wrapped up with the desserts and what they were going to be. Completely forgot the bundles were a thing. Okay, let's check these bundles out. The Valentine's Day 2025 bundles include incense and ingredient tickets. Nice. We like to see that. I don't know that we like to see ingredient tickets as much, though, now that I think about it. I tend to not care too much about random ingredients anymore. But, you know, for newer players, definitely a boon. The bundle small Actually, I got a little ahead of myself. The availability will be Monday, February 10th at midnight until February 17th at 10 p.m. The small bundle is 250 diamonds. As always, you get 2 Poke Biscuits, a friend incense, which is very nice. 3 small ingredient tickets, don't really care for. 3 small handy candies is nice, but not that big a deal. The friend incense, actually the biggest draw to this bundle for me. Those are rare. We are starting to see them more and more, it feels like, but still not a guaranteed thing that we find or have come around all that often. So good to have them. That's a pretty solid bundle for 250 to get 2 biscuits and a friend incense. I wish it was 3 biscuits. Maybe I'm being greedy, but I really just don't care about ingredient tickets. So maybe if it was an ingredient ticket M, it would make more sense. Well, personally, I don't care about the ingredient ticket at all. It's just like, yeah, it's there, but I could do without it. I don't know. I like the bundle though. Overall, not bad. Easily accessible at 250 diamonds, 2 biscuits, a friend incense. Not bad. Can approve. The medium bundle, 1,200 diamonds. Getting to the big boys. We've got 4 great biscuits, 12 Poke Biscuits. They're starting to do that more and more where they're mixing up the great and Poke Biscuits, and I kind of like it. I wish the ratio skewed more towards the great biscuits though. But again, nitpicky. But that's my job, right? That's what I'm here for, to point out what I don't like. 3 medium ingredient tickets, which not terrible, but again, ingredient tickets, they're random. Don't care. For me personally, new players, yes, they're pretty good. But once you've unlocked most, if not all, of the ingredients, they're kind of unreliable. Unless you just have a bunch of them and you just, the law of large numbers is on your side. Other than that, don't like them. Paldean Whooper incense, that's good, but I feel like just like with regular Whooper, we're probably going to see a decent amount of them. I don't think they're going to be too hard to find, so it is nice, but probably not really necessary. And an Absol incense. That, however, very nice because Absol is so hard to find. I think I've seen like 6 or 7 in my entire sleep career. So getting an Absol instance is very nice. But yeah, 2 items in there that I could, well, 1 that I could definitely leave. Don't need the ingredient tickets. The Whooper incense, nice, but not super great. Absol incense, very nice. Biscuits, always welcome. So not a bad bundle. Still, I think the small bundle is more appealing to me at this point. But let's see if maybe the large bundle changes my mind. 3,000 diamonds for the large bundle, 3 ultra biscuits, 16 great biscuits, 2 large ingredient tickets, which is kind of nice. I mean, yeah, it's an ingredient ticket, but you get a bunch of ingredients for it. Law of large numbers, you're probably going to get at least a few of what you're looking for. Could help. So, not bad. 2 Whooper incense and 1 Fuecoco incense. Very interesting that the Fuecoco incense is in the large and not the medium. I'm very surprised the Fuecoco and the Absol incense weren't flipped. That's kind of interesting, actually. I mean, that honestly makes me kind of value the large bundle less. I think the 2 incense, or yeah, the Whooper and the Fuecoco incense are really not that great in the large bundle. The large ingredient ticket, like I said, it's still an ingredient ticket, but it's at least better because with just how many ingredients you're going to get from a large ticket, you're probably going to get a few of what you're looking for. But, and at the very least, you're going to get a bunch of pot filler. So it's going to help at some point. And then that's a lot of great biscuits. You do get 3 ultra biscuits, which is nice. I like that too. Honestly, I kind of feel like the medium and the large bundles are about the same in my estimation. For me personally, I don't really think they're super attractive. I don't think they're bad. I just don't think they're the best large and medium bundles we've seen. They're kind of middle of the road. They're not terrible, but they're not great, The small bundle with the friend incense, very nice. It's nice to guarantee a hungry. Granted, it's random. You don't know which one you're going to get, but at least you can use it. And if you use it in conjunction with good camp ticket and other particular instance, sometimes it goes the way you want and you get the Pokemon hungry that you're looking for. So I don't know. this round of bundles is just kind of meh. This whole round, to be honest with you, I'm not really super excited about any of these. The small bundle is the one that's the most interesting just for that friend instance. And other than that, personally, I don't really care about these bundles. But, you know, if you are excited about them, don't let me sway you out of it. If you've got the diamonds for it, go for it. If it's going to make you happy and make you enjoy the game more, do it. But personally, I might buy one small bundle if I need some biscuits. I think I've actually got a decent amount of friend instance stocked up because I'm so hesitant to use them. So I don't really need it, but I wouldn't mind having another one. But yeah, I don't know. Also, the large ticket. Oh, that's right. The large ticket gives you 25 of 4 random ingredients. For some reason, I was thinking it was 10 ingredients and you get 10 each. But yeah. Yeah, the large bundle or the large ingredient ticket is not as good as I was thinking it was. 4 ingredients, you get 25 of them. Yeah, that's a pretty good chance that you're not going to get any of what you're looking for if you're trying to go for a specific ingredient. So big gamble there. Big gamble. Yeah, I actually don't like any of these ingredient tickets anymore. So, I mean, if you just want them to give you some ingredients for pot filler, that's cool. That's pretty much all they're there for now because you can't really rely on them to get you a specific ingredient. But yeah. That's where I'm going to leave it. I'm just kind of meh on these bundles, but of course, as always, let me know if you think I'm wrong or looking at them in the wrong way. Maybe there's something I overlooked or didn't think about. Let me know your thoughts on those bundles in the comments below. And yeah, let's move on. Let's check our community reports and let's see what we've got going on. 46 of them. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The doubled up. Very good. Hey, we got a level up too. Nice. Nice. A small handy candy. There we go. All right. See, we don't need the handy candies from the bundles. We get them left, right, and center. We got all we need. All right. Speaking of all we need, I think we are getting pretty close to actually, you know what? No, I think this is our team for the next few days. We are in a position where we don't really need to spend anything else. Dizzy Punch, Spicy Curry. Let's see, where did we leave that one at? When we first started, let's check and see. Dizzy Punch, Spicy Curry, when we first started the week was at not level 1. That's for sure. I just didn't update it. It was like level 8 or 9, I think. Currently, it's at 22. So, not a big jump. Not a big jump, but we are getting very close to that Limbercorn stew. What else? You're at 25 now. 42. Let me make sure I got all these right. 58 for the Inferno Corn. And 60. Okay, good. Everything's correct now. Nope. Turn that off. Turn that off. Don't you save up there. Thank you. All right. So, yeah. Dizzy Punch Spicy Curry is moving up in the ranks. Let's see if we can get it to level 40. Where does that put it? Not exactly where I thought it would be, but it is getting up there. Level 60 only makes it my 5th best. I mean, still, not bad as a backup at level 60. If we just want to focus on berry finding more than cooking. But, you know, still pretty good. Still pretty good. I like it. All right, Dragonite, what you got for me? 2 more Yachi berries. Appreciate it. Let's grab our missions, and we can go ahead and skedaddle. We got to Great Tooth. It's going to give us 1,700 more Dream Shards. Also, Ralts Incense. I didn't even look at that this week. We do need to find... We need to spend another 271 candies. Maybe on a Leek Duck. Not too sure yet, but maybe. Maybe we could definitely use 80 of them real quick by evolving one. But also, if we get a Bulbasaur that is triple honey and has good subskills, let's go ahead and clarify that now. It also needs to have good subskills. But if we can find that Bulbasaur that I'm looking for, or actually, no, I think if I get an ABB Squirtle, I don't think I would invest in it immediately because I want to see what's going on with that Wooper to see if it's going to be the Coco. I think it is. I think it's going to be Coco. But yeah. If we get a triple honey Bulbasaur, we're going to need to invest in it pretty soon. But we'll just have to wait and see if that happens. And for now, that's where I'm going to wrap things up. So Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Illusion, YT, Husky Star, JP, Barty, Rogue Bastion, and Michael O'Brien Jr. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe plus button right below this video. And while you're down there, click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come join us, talk about Pokemon Sleep, hang out with a cool community of people, and fill up your friends list, most importantly. Other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.